Some of you might be watching these videos and just generally checking out the YouTube channel, not just in this challenge, and then be able to put these lessons into practice for your own business. And if that is you, then more power to you. I am so impressed. I have a number of people who have watched my free content or some of my self-paced courses and had some really incredible results, which is so awesome for me to hear. So if you've already started to see results from what you've learned in this full, challenge, this training, please share that with me below. I would love to hear it from you. But I also know that there are a lot of people out there who have brains like mine, where it's not enough to just watch videos and then go do the thing. Sometimes, depending on how we learn as adults or how much we have going on in our lives and what other things we have going on in our businesses, you might just be like, well, yeah, these are good ground rules, but how do I apply them to my business? And so if that sounds like you, or if you feel like you need some more support and guidance, I'm going to encourage you to come check out my Attract and Activate program. Attract and Activate is kind of a hybrid. It's both a detailed course and a membership to help you implement what you learn. So this 30-day training, especially if you're watching it as a playlist and binging it all, it probably feels like a lot. And it is a lot. Trust me, I've been recording this training for days, but it's actually just a small piece of the things that you can do to help your business show up on Google. That doesn't mean you have to do all the things I'm about to name here, but there are a lot of options for you that may help you rank even faster than just some of this, blog post creation that we've been talking about in this challenge. So the Attract and Activate course has trainings well beyond this on topics like search psychology, which is how to use empathy to really understand what your ideal client needs, not just to come up with idea out of the air, but really starting to do some research about what that person wants and what they think. And then using keyword research to find the right keywords to match your content with what your people need and what they already know, and then use that to come up with a full content strategy so that way your different pieces of content can work together to create a full body of work. We also talk in this program all about conversion rate optimization, which is once we get people to your website, how do we get them to take the next step with you? So for you, that might be hiring you or buying product from you or joining your email list. What are ways that we can set up your website to make people more likely to take action? That's why I call it Attract and Activate. We also do progress tracking. So how do you know what exactly is working on your website? What exactly is working in your marketing? And this isn't just for SEO. This applies to any type of marketing that you're doing. So I have students who go through this and they go, oh, hey, I'm not really getting that much traction from Pinterest, so I'm going to stop spending time on Pinterest. And some of them are killing it on Pinterest and they spend more time on that and less time on Facebook. Or they're really seeing a huge amount of traffic from guest posts, so they do more of those. Knowing how to read that information can be super powerful, so that way you can double down on strategies that work for you and ditch the ones that don't. In the Attract and Activate course, we also have bonus trainings on technical SEO, on off-page SEO, which is like backlinks, local SEO, and more. But in addition to just having the course, we also have this incredible community of brilliant, ambitious entrepreneurs who are taking these strategies, the things that I've been talking about, these tactics that you've been learning in this video training, and they're putting them into practice. Some of these people are brand new to our community and they're just doing this for the first time. Some of them have been in this community for years and we're still working and optimizing, and they're sticking around because they're seeing these consistent results coming in and expanding their reach. So it's up to you how deep you want to go and how long you want to do this for, and I'll talk about that more in the next video. But this is something that you can continue to get support on. I don't abandon my community. I'm there every month to help people work through this. So every month we have one workshop and one coaching session. The workshop is about a specific project that we all do together. So this month that I'm recording, the community is going to be doing our content plans, and we will sit down, and I've gotten to know people's businesses, and I say, you write this and you write this, and then we go do the keyword research together and we figure out what it is that every one of those people is going to write for the upcoming quarter. Next month, we're going to sit down and look at all of our Google Search Consoles together, and we're going to pull them up on the Zoom screen and look at them together and say, what is working for you? What can you create? Obviously consent, right? I'm not going to force people to do that. But if you want my feedback on your Google Search Console, you can pull it up on the screen and I'll give you that feedback and tell you what I see when I look at that and teach you what to look for in your own data. And then we also do workshops. This will be November on, as I'm planning ahead, we do these in cycles. On the conversion rate optimization, taking a look at how many of those people who came to your website actually joined your email list, and what are some ways that we can encourage more people to hire you, to buy from you, to subscribe to what you're doing, so that you're not just getting traffic, you're getting leads out of your SEO. We also have one live coaching session every month. Sometimes I'll do two, depending on when people are available, and people can come and ask me and my team any questions that you have about SEO, web design, digital marketing, copywriting. And the cool thing is that we all have different businesses, but similar goals. So we're able to not just, you ask me and I tell you what the answer is, but we have a conversation about how we see this working. And sometimes people will ask questions about social media, and that's not my expertise, but we're sharing what we know and bringing our heads together in that way. So we also, one more thing. We have a digital home that is not a Facebook group. So in between those live calls, or if you can't make it to those live calls, you can ask your questions. And we also use it a lot as a place to celebrate our wins. Because when you say to anybody else, like, oh, I made it from number 20 to number 10 this week, they're like, oh, okay, cool. But those of us who are doing this, we are in the trenches with you and we're going, oh my God, that's amazing. You did awesome. What can we do to get you to 8, to 7, to 6, right? What are some ways that we can help support you, which makes a huge difference in not only your results, but how you feel about doing that work. So if this piques your interest, please go over, check out attractandactivate.com. I will link that in the comments. I'll also link a longer training that you can watch with more details about the program to decide if it would be a good fit for you and your business. If you're like, sounds cool, Meg, but I actually want even more support than that, you can check out this other video I made. I will link to it right up here and in the description about what you should consider when you're hiring an SEO agency. And like I said, I will be back in the next video to answer one of those frequently asked questions, which is, oh my God, do I have to do this forever? So come and join me for that question. The answer might surprise you, and I'll see you there.